Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. The Galaxy look to wrap up the Supporters' Shield, but first, Dallas are in need of a win. Dallas had lost 3 straight and were struggling to score goals. Shellis Hyndman would rely on Brek Shea and Marvin Chavez to provide spark, while Maicon Santos would need to find the frame if Dallas were to get back in the win column. Colorado had been slipping as well, winless in 4. The Rapids were not looking like the attacking force that won MLS Cup in 2010. Lifted by their CCL victory in midweek, Gary Smith was hoping to close that gap between Colorado and the rest of the Western leaders. Mike Haynes and Marcelo Balboa were at Dick's Sporting Goods Park when the MLS Cup rematch took place.
And we're set to go as they kick off to begin this match. Second time this regular season that these two teams have played.
Possibly Casey Keller, but everybody else
a little different. Oh, a great chance. Kamara.
This league has gotten so much better defensively, tactically, technically. Players have gotten bigger, stronger, faster. You're not going to see a Roy Lassiter 26 goals in a season.
Oh, there's a boot from Nasi.
Take a look, got a lot of room. He sets it up at a good angle. Yeah, it's a great shot. Hartman does a nice job. Gets a one hand up.
He's behind him right now. Header, yeah!
Great ball in. You can just see he gets up and over the top. It looks like Jacobson right there. That's what you want. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice job right over the top of Jacobson.
Look at the season he has had. Walsh got it through. Pablo with some room. And Hartman.
Nice play. Pablo touches it inside. He lets it go. Great cover. Wow.
Sideline. Cross back to Chavez. Left foot block. Some numbers. Up for Colorado. He got through. Nyasi. Here comes Hartman. And he forced Nyasi to send it wide.
Look how far out. Nyasi could have dribbled him right here. Look at this. He could have cut him. He could have did anything he wanted. He tried to go around him. Hartman opens himself wide.
Shoulder to shoulder with Lorenowitz. Foul. Quick restart. Oh! Walsh with a collision. Yeah.
Second yellow.
He's done. Here's the second yellow.
Timing, yeah.
Hernandez up off the chest. And Shea. And Pickens got to it, but then Chavez chipped over. He sent it too high.
Wow. What a ball. You can see Pickens not sure whether to come. He comes at the right time, though. He comes in at the right time, and Chavez trying to dink it over the top.
There it is. The final whistle. Colorado Rapids pick up the 3 points. And here at home at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, they get the 1-0 win.
LA was in striking distance of the Supporters' Shield, and a victory over RSL would all but wrap it up. Suspended from the midweek CCL tilt, David Beckham was rested and ready to handle a Salt Lake side missing their captain. After an uncharacteristic outburst, Kyle Beckerman would miss the crucial match, but RSL boasted one of the deepest teams in the league. Could the midweek return of Javier Morales lift the team from their 2-game defensive slump? Jim Watson and Mark Rogandino had all the action from the Home Depot Center.
17 wins so far this year. They are 1 win away from tying the MLS record for most wins in a single season, which they set last year at 18.
Armando set on his line. Beckham tests him. Oh, and just missed to the near post. Real backs everybody up outside the 6, and they all crash. Header and a goal. Spindola. That is a beautiful effort.
Espindola gets through a little bit of traffic. He beats De La Garza to the spot. I mean, that's how you draw him up. But you almost feel like it's the calm before the storm, or at least I do.
Ball rolls all the way in on Romano, gets loose, and Barrett chips it in.
Finally getting a chance to crack back into the starting lineup. And look at him just body off Olave. Oh, what a touch right there with the left foot.
And Olave is just trying to screen him and let Romano get to this ball. And the hesitation by both of the Real players left the door open for Barrett. Look at him reach up and just flick it.
And watch this, the ball has the English on it. It's across the line, and then it bounces back out because of the spin on it.
Beckham into the area. Backside, loose ball, goal!
Great glancing header. I was just talking about Cardoso. He sends it back across.
Oh yeah, and hit 2 Real players before getting behind Raimondo.
Sometimes you get lucky when you put the ball back into dangerous positions.
Off that, got through to Beckham, and maybe here's a chance. Raimondo with a save. And took away all angles.
You have to like Juninho here too. He's just looking to slot it down into the corner. Didn't quite get it far enough away from Raimondo.
And remember, Beckham's on yellow card warning, so he steps away, gives it to Karofsky, and that's it. The Galaxy have won again. Los Angeles, 18-3-10. The Galaxy have 64 points.
Coming up, San Jose are out to take down Sporting Kansas City. Catch up on all the relevant soccer stories around the world each weekday morning with The Kickoff, compiled by fan favorite Simon Board. Whether it's a story about the latest European superstar linked to an MLS team, a controversial quote from a head coach, or a game preview with an interesting slant, you'll find it in The Kickoff. With as many as 20 links within the article, you can learn all you need to in the world of soccer with just one stop each morning. Welcome back. Eastern foes Columbus and DC square off. But first, Sporting look to continue their run against San Jose. The Earthquakes were in danger of being eliminated this week, and it seemed that the team was resigned to an early offseason. Frank Yallop had expressed his plans for personnel changes ahead of 2012. Could the Quakes step it up as players fought for job security? Sporting was out to keep their position in a volatile Eastern Conference. With the Kansas City side looking for 3 road points, Peter Vermes continued to rely on the speed of Kai Kamara and the steadiness of Aurelian Colley. Jim Cosimer and John Schrader were at Buckshaw Stadium when the teams collided.
KC will open with the ball in the light blues, and another week underway.
Somewhat premier goal scorer on a high-scoring team.
Uh-oh, tough play. Well done by Steven Beitashour to save a goal.
I'll tell you why it worked so well. Beitashour saw it. He used his speed to make up the difference, and he ran to the ball. He didn't run after Bravo. He ran to the ball.
Bunbury, 6'5" Burling there, short-siding it. Now the build-up for Sporting KC. Left foot try blocked. Bunbury, a shove of Baca to possess. Oh, ball loose.
Burling and Hernandez. Thank you very much, Omar.
The extent of his exercises right there, ball loose. Bunbury cuts it back. What a stop by Bush.
Teal Bunbury should have taken advantage. Alia, he beats Burling, and he just has to drive that ball past Bush up and behind him. Houston tied. Houston did pick up a point.
Ball sent in. Then through. A goal. Chris Wondolowski. A huge goal in traffic.
Wondolowski, a dozen goals this year and probably a dozen other great chances to score. And he gets the ball right on his foot. And guess who the assist is? Half a dozen of those for Steven Beitashour.
And right back. Sporting Kansas City. We told you about the quick strike ability. That's how quickly. That lead is gone. Teal Bunbury.
And they got the ball down the field in a hurry. 4, 5, 6 Earthquakes with a chance, and they're just standing around watching the game. They're just standing around watching Bunbury run down the field and score a goal.
And Bunbury would have been called offside. And play continues. Not offside this time, and he strikes just wide. And that will do it. The whistle blown. This game is over, according to Alex Prusen for the Earthquakes. For seconds, they thought they had a win. But seconds later, it changed on a goal by Teal Bunbury.
Sunday night saw Columbus host DC United with big Eastern Conference implications. The Crew had only 1 point from their last 6 games, and worse, their typically sturdy defense had given up 16 goals in that time. Could Robert Warzija's men right the ship before they dropped from a postseason spot? DC epitomized inconsistency, winning, losing, and tying almost at random. But one thing had been steady: Dwayne DeRosario. The Canadian led the league in scoring and boasted 11 assists as well. Could the Eastern club ride the superstars' form to a playoff berth? Dave Johnson and Thomas Rongen had the call from Crew Stadium.
Well, again, the game's at hand is such a factor. Of course, Columbus will be in the Canary gold. They will kick things off. DC United in the black. United need to defend the set piece. Miranda sending us in.
And again, in these games, Dave, one set piece could make a difference.
This one set in, and right there, a chance. It's a goal.
Good ball in. Look at De Rosario. And look at the runs, and nobody's staying with any of the runners. What a timely, great.
Gavin for Ekdal. Francis steps up and goes off Mendoza, does well to control it, turns in the box, pinballs, it's in the net, a goal, Columbus.
That shot from Francis, boom, that gets blocked by Kitchen. And then actually Mendoza does a good job of keeping stuff alive, getting something at goal, and then it hits, unfortunately, the goal scorer. Is it Mark Birch or was it Woolard?
Sitting here.
And that's Mr. Woolard.
Yeah. Eddie Gavin. Sean Francis. Francis sending in. Mendoza's up for it.
Against Francis with a good first time ball in, away from the goalkeeper. Impossible for him. He gets a step on Perry Kitchen, making that runner, being a little bit stationary, quite frankly.
Well, you're not kidding about that elevation. The backs will get involved in their offense. Miranda makes a lurching run. Miranda, this is coming through. It's in the net. A goal. Eddie Gavin has scored. And Columbus not only back, but with the lead.
Can't really see it, but you know, Gavin all alone in there. There's a lot of yellow jerseys, and people do leave their marks when players make some diagonal runs.
Kicks out players so well. This is Deleuze. Birch on the overlap. The shot is taken. Hesper the save, has to reach back and smother.
This is
it's not harm. Yep.
If Deleuze strikes a bowler's right foot.
Again, Birch.
Need to get service.
Here comes the service. James the header, but that's Nahar. It's off the bar. Sent back in again. Nahar hits the bar in stoppage time.
Look where this dropped his second ball. What a good, by the way. That's a half volley with the left foot. Not easy to do. And how close, but yet so far away. Good technique. Bringing it down off his chest. And that half volley, boom. No chance for Hasper.
And that's it. Columbus, and I mean only just. They were a crossbar away from a disappointing result. Instead, their 6-game winless streak ends thanks to that man, Eddie Gavin.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Vancouver is out to end Portland's playoff hopes. MLSsoccer.com is home to the best original soccer content on the web. This includes regular weekly features like John Bolster's Monday postgame, kicking off each week, reviewing the events from the previous one. On Tuesday, the MLS Power Rankings come out, illustrating the current position of each team in the opinion of the editorial staff. Postcard from Europe features a Q&A with American playing abroad every Wednesday. Peer into the mind of MLS Soccer's Jonah Friedman every Thursday with The Throw-In. Finally, Fridays bring the Armchair Analyst, where Matthew Doyle breaks down a statistical or tactical trend in the world of MLS or the U.S. national team. All of this and much more, including all the breaking news and updates, every week on MLSsoccer.com.